Hi there, everybody. My name is Rosh. I'm a part of the Elastos Australia team, and I have with me a very special guest. His name is Alex Pan, and he's one of the core contributors to the Elastos core team in China. So, without further ado, Alex, please introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you're working on.
Oh, yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex. I work for Elastos and I was contribute on the blockchain projects and my team and the core team. It's in Beijing, and there is another team. They're working on the OS part. They're in Shanghai, so we're separated. And mainly we're working on the main chain, the side chain, SPV wallet, and the blockchain explorer. They're all in Beijing. Our team are building this.
What was your background like? So you're a developer, right? What were you doing prior to joining Elastos?
I was a cashier in the supermarket before I become a developer. Before I joined Elastos, I was developing a lot of mobile applications, but they're not something that I think is valuable. It's just because they're paying you to do that. It's boring for me, and I felt no value about it. It's just leaving. Most people are doing their job like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can certainly resonate with that, and I think there's lots of people who feel the same way, where they're kind of going through the motions. They're probably not being tested how they or stretched in their current roles, and they're looking for new things to contribute to. Tell me the reason why you chose to go to Elastos. Like,
I want to grow up, to be stronger, make more money, and you can see the career, your life clearly. So you're finding something that can change it, can change your life, can make you grow more faster and be stronger. Nobody are in this industry, blockchain industry before, so I can be on the same start line. Yeah, because I didn't have my college degree, I didn't have any other background, but I have my technique.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is some new technology that other people don't know, and I can learn about it, I will start with the same place. So it's very good for me, and that's why where I meet Elastos, and it's a natural thing that you learn about blockchain, and the course is hosted by Elastos, and you just go there.
Mm-hmm.
That's I met Elastos, and I just joined it like this. I was looking for something I can do, I can contribute.
Mm-hmm.
The other projects, I can't contribute with them.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the chance,
Mm-hmm.
or it's just like lucky, or how to say it's just Elastos give me the chance,
right,
to get into blockchain and be a contributor, and that's just about it.
You raise a couple of good points. One of them being that maybe you didn't feel like you had the background to be able to sort of go to an established business, and they would hold you back because you didn't have a college degree, or you hadn't been a part of this university or done this, or all of that sort of stuff. And I feel like a lot of people in the community probably feel the same way in some respect. And maybe they're saying to themselves, oh, I'm not a developer, therefore I can't contribute to this project. What do you have to say to people who want to contribute, but they may feel insecure that they have nothing to add.
Yeah, I think this is a value of my story, of my personal experience, because I wasn't a genius or something. I just a normal person, and even worse than this. But I can contribute in in Elastos, and and for now I can see myself learn a lot and did a lot of things. I built the main chain, the side chain, the SPV, and this discovered my value, my ability. It's very worth. Uh, I feel valuable of my life. Uh, so this is one of the purpose I made this interview. I want to encourage the people who in this community that want to contribute with Elastos, and who are wondering why if they can contribute in or doing something with Elastos, but uh, you can do you can do something. You always can do something. Mm, and I want some really genius to come into Elastos, and we could build more better together.
Mm-hmm. I think you're being very modest. I think so. My understanding is that you were the second hire for Elastos. Is that correct?
The Shanghai OS team is not included. The blockchain team before I come is only one person. It's my leader now, the blockchain team leader,
Mm-hmm.
and Yu.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. He's very respectable, and he made me to do what I want and to prove myself, to discover my abilities,
Mm-hmm.
so I can be doing a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
to contribute myself.
Right.
So I think this is a great leader
Mm.
will do.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate of him.
Very cool. So is that rare in China, that you have leaders like that who are willing to let you experiment and kind of have your own mind to try things? Mm-hmm.
But in China, it's in common that you just follow the orders.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so so I have this leader that can make you do something you want. It's good for me.
Mm.
I think I can learn more and discover myself.
Amazing. Yeah. I'm interested to know, like, what does the team look like in Beijing and Shanghai?
They're they're just ordinary people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no genius,
Mm-hmm.
or none of them have the experience for some big companies, a big or doing some big businesses. No, they're very ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
And some guys who sitting behind me, they're working for a map graphic company. They're using C++, and I think they're uh, very very good on their job. Um, they have 8 years experiment on development.
Mm-hmm.
So when I contribute with them, they can do things uh, very professional, and they have their background, and uh, I can see that they're just you and me, like the people I saw uh, on our in our community.
One of the things that I noticed about the team is that they're all relatively young. So I would say somewhere between 30 and 40 years old, young families, very sort of humble, don't really, they're not very showy. They they're almost self-deprecating in a lot of ways. They don't feel like their role is particularly special. They just go in and they do their work. And um, it's funny meeting such a high performing team who feels, or who doesn't like sort of shout from the rooftops and say these are all the things we've achieved, but really, like, for the Elastos team, you've achieved so much in 1 year. uh, it's phenomenal. So I mean, from my point of view, and I'm sure from the rest of the community, we don't get a chance often to say thank you, and we certainly would like to be able to say thank you to all the work that you've done to bring it to this point. Um, we now have an opportunity to contribute and meet you halfway, to help you with the development and provide feedback and do a whole bunch of things that you guys really need our help on. So thank you.
I think I need to thanks to the community. Before I saw our members in the community now, I just don't know I was contributing on something that very valuable and big. I was just focused on my coding, on my job. And when I saw the members in the community and saw their faces and their passion on what they're doing, I feel responsible, and I felt valuable of my work. So that's something I need to say thank you to community members. Yeah, I think my colleagues, yeah, colleague,
Yeah.
my colleagues are thinking the same way.
So I guess some of the more interesting things that I'd like to know is, like, what did you get out of the first year anniversary? Like, was there anything that you like surprised you about it?
Yeah, the biggest surprise is the community,
Okay.
and it, yeah, you see, yeah, I didn't know our community is that big, and that I just know there is a team outside building our community, but I never thought there are so many people, so from so many countries are in our community. Uh, that's a big surprise to me.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And so what looking forward for the next year, what are some of the big projects or hurdles your team needs to hit, I guess?
We're going to try the POW plus DPoS thing, that see if it can work. And if we did that, the POW plus DPoS, we can make our sidechain more, how to say, it's there is some problem we need to solve on Technic. So so this is our goal before the end of the year. And next year we have another big thing to do is the console. I think is announced in the anniversary. So there is a fund to the community that to reward people that contribute with the Elastos. This is the next step for us. Before that, we're just a little team in China doing our little things. But after the anniversary, we're really a community. We're become to a community, and the core team will become one of the member of the community. And at that time, Elastos is not just represent a core team, or it will be a whole new world that we're building. So I think that's the next step we're going to do. We'll make Elastos to be the community itself. It's not just a company. It's a whole new world that contribute with all of the people over the world.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that struck me as well, is that Elastos is the foundation is created Cyber Republic and put in a whole bunch of half the token supply entrusted within it. And I guess my perception previously would be that Elastos would be separate from the Cyber Republic. And Cyber Republic, I guess, is kind of like the child of the Elastos Foundation. But what I've been hearing is that the Elastos Foundation and like the core teams and the people who've been contributing in the past will soon become a part of the Cyber Republic. So in some sense, the parent is being taken over by the child, which I think is really unique because what that means to me is that the Elastos team doesn't want to be any more special than any other contributor in the community, that they want to be exactly the same. And that sends a huge message out to everybody else in the world that when there's not people in the community who are contributing to the Elastos project, and Elastos Foundation owns everything or anything like that. It's actually Elastos Foundation becoming a contributor to this idea of the Cyber Republic, and everybody is starting at the same level, which I think is amazing. I think that's a huge signal to the world that this is a serious project.
Yeah, that's correct. So we're doing a very special and big thing to that's something that other company will never do, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So the point is community, and community. You can see it through the policy of Elastos. I think it's a very good thing for all of us, for the community members who want to contribute into Elastos, and for us, we can work with the community together. If we are the core team all the time, we can do something more. We can do something more. Our like the world is limited. Yeah.
Cool. And so where do you see Elastos in sort of 5 years' time? Like what are you hoping Elastos will become?
All of the world are using Elastos, something like that. I think it's amazing. And on your laptop, on your phone, there are Elastos and the apps that built it by our community members. So and the cars, the IoT items, you can see we have a very big picture to imagine with. So if 5 years, I think we can do that with our community members. And well, that's a whole new world, I think.
So correct me if I'm wrong here, you think that you hope that in 5 years' time, really, a lot of the world will be run on Elastos, IoT devices, mobile phones, computers will be running on an Elastos smartphone.
Yeah, and it's just not. We're the next internet. You see, so everything that using the internet can be replaced by Elastos. So that's amazing. And is a very big thing.
Mm-hmm. So on that, what do you think is the most important or the biggest selling points of Elastos? You talked about anything that's been connected to the internet so far moving over to the smart web. Why would they do that? Why should they do that?
Yeah, Elastos are, you can see it's built on the blockchain technology, and this is to provide the trust. And on your devices, it is the secure runtime environment. So with Elastos, you will never worry about virus, DDoS, and so the problems in current internet, they're gone. And with blockchain technology, you can own your own data, and the properties you have can be uh, identified to you, and that's the current internet cannot do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so so that's why people want to move from the old internet to the smart web, because because they're it's secure, and you can make your wealthy on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Before that, your data is just something no value, and they can be copied everywhere. But when you have a secure and trust environment, a new internet, and your voice, the, and everything in your computer, or like a video, and an audio, and your article, and all of these can be required.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new internet. So
yeah, cool.
yeah.
All right, so thank you so much, Alex. This has been really nice to spend some time with you, get to know you, introduce the world to a member of the Elastos core team. I'm sure there are going to be many opportunities for us to check in at various points and see how you're doing, and how the team has grown, and what challenges lay ahead, and how we can all help. So once again, thank you so much for your time. And yeah, if you have any messages that you want to send to the community, now's your time.
I want to say thank you too. I think the purpose of doing this interview is to encourage the community to contribute with Elastos as an individual. And you can see I'm an ordinary person, and even I can say a lot of English words, but I can do something. I can be the part of the new world, and I want to say, and you can be the new world of. You can be the part of the new world also. That's something I want to say to the community. I was seeing that someone on the anniversary that they are think they can't do something like us, but I want to say you can do. You can. That's I want to send a message to the community.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Yeah.
So for everybody out there who's watching this video, please feel free to join cyberrepublic.org. It's a new website which we've got where you can sign yourself up to create teams, contribute to projects that have already started. And yeah, it's just starting right now. It'll get better over time. And with your help, we can really make this project fly.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. All right. Thanks,
Welcome
Alex.
to the new world. Thanks.